definitely going to come in and going to be trying to take out this Bubbles, but look at the Pebbles with that portal key, and he just comes in here and just wrecks Hag. She is very squishy, and at this point we're just down to the last two, Twista and Aki, but it looks like they're going to be backing off. Is that how you say the name, Aki, or is it Ak, or what? How do you say Hellborn here? Sorry, how do you say Hellbringer here, Cardinal?
I have no idea actually. I would say Aki would be my best guess.
Angel, do you know?
I'm gonna cheat.
Oh, that's not fair at all.
Not fair, but effective.
Ache. I read that as ache. Eeky? Ache. Eeky. Fine. Eeky. Fine, whatever. That was an amusing mini game there, but it does look like Behemoth is going to try to get out of town, and he will not with that Vindicator. He does actually not have anything in his Master's Incantation. Didn't need it either, but I mean that was kind of the consolation kill there. So this bottom lane has just been getting wrecked again and again. We are sitting now 17-15, but we do have a good gold lead now on Duskbin Esports as they were able to take that tower and a good few amount of kills. Now in terms of towers, we are sitting in an advantage still for the Legion. They have 10 of their towers up compared to 8 here for the Hellborn. I do see Hammerstorm has finished up his Shrunken Head, used it to get out of town when the Wretched Hag came a-knocking, but I don't know, he's rushed himself. Where is that Hammerstorm? Hammerstorm is actually not going to be dying. That's Glacius. Glacius is not going to be living either, as it does look like Malf is coming out on top of this Pebbles and Bubbles combo, the awesome Pubbles combo. But they will probably be getting out of this as well. He's just ticking down so fast, but Bubbles will be able to just take cover, come right out of this, and he will live. So, back to all that. Hammerstorm, Cardinal. He got himself... Where is he? He got himself a Shrunken Head before a portal key. Yay or nay?
Well, I don't know. I mean, let's see. Pebbles has a portal key. Behemoth has a portal key. I didn't see if Bubbles had one or not.
Nope.
Let me check. No, he's not going portal key. I actually kind of would have liked to see it. The way that the Duskbin's playstyle is, it's kind of like, let's just go in whenever and not really communicate too well and see what happens. So 3 portal keys probably would work out best for that, because you can kind of just watch the map and see when someone blinks in and follow up. But I mean, I see why he did it. They have a lot of spell damage on Hellborn, and it can you can Shrunken Head out of Global Silence. So maybe that's his main reason why he did it.
Yeah, because if you silence like the one-trick ponies, they're now a zero-trick pony, and that's not the best thing to do ever. Yes, you may, Angel, of course.
Thank you very much. I think the reason he's got it is mainly, I think, if it had been a 15-minute pickup or a 10-minute pickup, he would have picked it up. I think the fact that he had such a poor farm in the beginning of the game, and he spent most of his time trying to rise that back up to something halfway decent, is the reason he hasn't gone for it. Because a portal key is great if you pick it up at 5 minutes. It's brilliant if you have it at 10 minutes. It's really good at 15. It's okay at 20, and it is spectacularly meh the later you get it, basically. So, you know, because the early game window for ganking people has already closed, or is certainly much reduced. So I think the logic behind the Shrunken Head is that he knows he's going to have to go up against that Swiftblade. Swiftblade went for the straight Rune Axe. He's sitting at 320 gold per minute, and he's presumably going to be some way towards his next item, since he hasn't bought anything for the last 7 minutes or so, which is about 2 grand's worth of gold by my reckoning. So I think the logic is that Hammerstorm knows he's going to have to out-carry a Swiftblade, or try to out-carry a Swiftblade who has a Rune Axe, and is therefore just going straight for his Shrunken Head. So that his next big item is, oh dear, and Swiftblade caught out by that same Behemoth, and Pebbles combo goes straight down. Hammerstorm just finishes the job with the hammer throw. Dear, oh dear.
Yeah, that was a pretty big kill. I mean, now with that carry out of the picture, I mean, just look at what's about to happen here to Glacius as he almost gets body blocked there by Bubbles. I mean, now we're down 2 here for YouMadBrah, and that's going to leave this Vindicator and this Hellbringer. And I mean, that's not a very huge defensive force at all, especially with the range of spells. I mean, just look at this Vindicator. Just gets hit from afar and then just comboed down upon. And this could also be the similar story here for the Hellbringer, but he's kind of tanky at this point. 1300, has a puzzle box. He does have his Malphus out, and the Hag is here, of course, as well. Voodoo Jester is going to, I don't know, yeah, he's definitely going to go down. I was just about to look at the cooldowns here, but that wretched Hag with her Sonar Scream is going to be doing that, what she does best, which is just wreck people. So I don't know, a defense force that I didn't think would hold up too well. This tower did take a lot of damage. It's still out of deny range, which might be irking the hell out of YouMadBrah, but at this point, I mean, 21-16, we do have Duskbin firmly in control at this point. Isn't that right, Angel?
Well, yes and no. I mean, it is definitely true that they've come back from looking rather shaky, and they've now gone from, hey, we're not sure we can outcarry this, to, hey, our ganks are actually working out pretty well. I think they're certainly doing better at the moment, but you have to remember it's not by no means a done deal. I mean, if you can sort of sort out their stuff, and especially if they can really synchronize their counter initiation, because final chapter from Vindicator, going to be level 2 soon, wasn't used in that last team fight. Summer Malphus, not used, when it was used, it wasn't used terribly effectively. You know, they have some really powerful team fight breaking ultimates on this Hellborn side. They've got some really powerful damage heroes in the form of Swiftblade and Hag, and oh dear, that's not going to be going well for Swiftblade. Blown up yet again. Great initiation by Duskbin, and now Hellbringer is having the crap beaten out of him with the hammer. A stun out from Behemoth puts down the ultimate, Bubbles ultimate, and there is nothing Vindicator can do except have the crap beaten out of him by Hammerstorm. Kill picked up in the end by Bubbles, the kill-stealing little turtle, but nonetheless, that is not a good fight for you at all. Ever since the assist changed, losing a team fight has become much more expensive, and that is 4,000 gold tacked onto their deficit right there.
Yeah, that was definitely a good show of force there from Duskbin Esports, as you really just overextended to that tower and got caught. I mean, I do believe it is an issue of initiation, but what do you think, Cardinal? Is it pure initiation, or outplayed, or just at this point outleveled?
I think it's more outpicked. With 3 blinking stunner heroes, Vindicator sets up in theory well, but you can't really always have the battle set up the way you want it to. And I'm glad Duskbin's finally working as a team. Early game they were just kind of scattered around as groups of 2 and getting picked off, but now they're kind of showing their true potential of what their 5 heroes can do together. And I think it's really more outpicked and more than outplayed.
Well, outpicked, outplayed, whatever the reason, right now Duskbin is in a good commanding lead here. 10,000 experience and gold, and looks like to be adding to that with the kill here on the Voodoo Jester. A good juke out of that blind Wretched Hag ult, but Wretched Hag is going to be comboed upon here, but Glacius is going to be finishing up her work and probably going to be paying for it as well. Pebbles is a little too tanky, I think, at this point for Glacius to really do too much, but he tried his best, and in comes the support. We do have Twista and this Vindicator, of course. The Pebbles is in full retreat, and we do have Bubbles up here as well, and he's just gonna try his best right now to go 3-on-1, and this is probably not gonna be the best of ideas for him, but I don't know, it just seems to be back and forth, ebb and flow. Out comes the Malphus. We do got Swiftblade going down really quick, that Hammerstorm making quick use of him, or quick work of him, but Swiftblade gets out of that skin of his teeth, only to be taken down by a Bubbles and a blinking Behemoth. This is gonna just clean up this Vindicator, no problem, and they're kind of just ignoring the Vindicator at this point, or sorry, the Hellbringer at this point, which is probably a bad idea for them, because that Vindicator actually lived, giving you their YouMadBrah, you know, a good 3 kills in that fight. So ebbing and flowing back and forth, that really decimated those leads that Duskbin was holding on to. This could be good for taking a tower, but they do got a Pebbles in here with a Voodoo Jester. A good combo there could just easily wipe these 2 squishies right off the face of the earth. And puzzle box minions going around, Malphus going around, going to be doing some scouting here, as it does look like Duskbin just wants to really play it cool at this point. So, what do you think, Angel? Going to take the tower?
I think they're going to try and take the tower. I think Glacius is going to end very badly indeed here. He meets Pebbles right up point blank range and disappears. So that could be a problem. This is now essentially a straight 2v2. Hellbringer takes a stun from Voodoo Jester. Might be seeing a Chaos Ground, but that's only level 1 in any case, so nothing to write home about, as it were. I think the Hellborn side there just held off a bit too long. Weren't really able to play aggressive enough because of the threat of Pebbles, and speaking of the threat of Pebbles, Hellbringer could be in trouble here. Pebbles didn't have the stun up to combo though, went in anyway. Not going to be having any here and now. Bearmouth is potentially in difficulties, all depends on when they can follow it up. Doesn't look like they will. Hag doesn't have huge amounts of mana. I think one thing I would like to say is Hag has picked up, against everything I would expect, S Shaman Tedress. I mean, I understand the logic. I am a squishy hero. There is a Pebbles. I don't want to die. 2 + 2 = 4. Blah. I'm really, really confused. I mean, to my mind, firstly, a Nullstone would do the job because he can't toss you and therefore can't combo. Secondly, a Nullstone would do the job because it also has HP, which is effectively the same thing. Thirdly, anything else with HP would do the flipping job. And fourthly, what the blazes is Bubbles doing? He's just gone into a load of Hellborn heroes. No ultimate use. He does happen to be saved from something rather than Nullstone, but a lot of stuff going on now. Hag following up onto 2 heroes. Hammerstorm, meanwhile, goes into God mode and has to back off. Shotgun head down by Hammerstorm, so that could potentially cause issues. Pebbles is going to try and blow up Hag. Well, Voodoo Jester ultimate used as well, but that's not terribly effective. Voodoo Jester goes down to the Glacius ultimate. Bearmouth ultimate comes out. That's another kill for the Legion side, I believe. Swiftblade's ulting around. Don't think that did too much, though. Too many Pebbles illusions. And now Hammerstorm is potentially in trouble, trying to TP out. I don't think they've got a stun. It all depends if they can get him down in time, and they can't. No, they can't. So Legion side just doing the business there in the end, but catastrophic lack of coordination, and Bearmouth's going to go down. Just hanging around in no man's land. Really, really shocking play by Bubbles there. Just going into a group of heroes, failing completely, and now he does not have anything to keep him alive. Oh, he doesn't need it. He's going to get out with it fine. But now Hag blinks in. Can she get him down? He uses the take cover again, and I believe Bubbles will get away with it. Hellbringer is not so certain. He tries to put out Death Ball, but he's going to be thwarted by the unfortunate fact that Pebbles has a Nullstone. Pebbles comes in with the combo, but no combo. Creep gets in the way. Hellbringer is probably in a lot of trouble here. Stun out from Hammerstorm in 6 seconds. Can he get it off? Nullstone on Pebbles as well. Jesus Christ, they're not fans of having people use abilities on them, are they? And Hellbringer is going to go down in the end. So.
Thank you very much for all that, Angel.
Did I say something funny?
You might have. Yep, you might have.
Cardinal's just easy to amuse.
Cardinal,
can I just say, I wish to apologise for any inaccuracies during the play-by-play commentation of that cast. My screen went black, so I was sort of making it up.
You're fine, don't worry. You even thanked Jesus at the end of it, so it's all good. But, Cardinal, I mean, you were saying Duskbin, they're starting to come together, play well, but what the hell was all that, dude?
Wow, I mean, this game is just action-packed. You kind of see a trend in the team fights. Whenever Hellbringer has his ult up, it seems like Hellborn wins. But other than that, the blink daggers and all the stuns from Legion, it's kind of overpowering everyone on the Hellborn team. And some really nice plays and some really dumb plays too during that whole skirmish. But seems like it's kind of stayed where it was at. It's still a 5,000 gold and 4,000 experience lead for the Legion. I think it's kind of back and forth still, but I still give the advantage to the Legion, and unless it goes completely late game, then I think Swiftblade will just take over.
Swiftblade has a knack of taking over, especially after, a good few items. He just finished up a Frostburn, so with that comboed upon his ultimate, I mean, theoretically, it's going to be very hard now to get away from him. Yes, portal keys aside, I think that really a good item on him for this game, especially with all this blink stun combos, would probably be that Shrunken Head. What do you think, Angel?
Well, I think the Shrunken Head is nice, but I think the problem with it is it's not a reactive, well, it is a reactive item. It relies on you being able to react, and both sides have a lot of, I didn't actually hear the question, by the way, so this could be entirely wrong. Both sides have a lot of abilities that can screw you completely and leave you unable to use a Shrunken Head. So assuming the person we're talking about is on the Hellborn side, it's of limited utility. If they're on the Legion side, it's rather more useful because there aren't any hard stuns, but it would be nice if I could have some sort of idea of what I'm actually trying to tell you.
The question was Swiftblade, Shrunken Head, yes or no?
No, it's completely stupid.
Okay, thank you for that extremely long explanation. Okay, so alright, at this point we are down in the kills. I mean, just looking at Glacius, he's not going to get himself any denies there from Concord as they block him off, and he goes down. So the score right now is 32-23, so purely the kill lead is in terms of Duskbin's favor, and a lot of that can be attributed to a very mobile team. So in order to start living through these team fights, stop getting ganked and all that, what does the Hellborn need to do here, Cardinal? Is it just pure magic resist? Is it more HP? Is it just roaming in groups? What do you think?
Not, yeah, I mean, that would help, but I think some really well-placed wards on the map would help. I mean, Legion literally I don't even see any wards on the map for them, and they're just kind of roaming wherever they see a hero in the lane and just killing them. So maybe some lane wards would help so they can counter-initiate. A Shrunken Head might be a good idea for Swiftblade, but that's only, like Angel was saying, if they have vision so he can react to their stuns, because he's not going to be able to click that Shrunken Head in time for